Hi, and thank you for watching. On today's show,
we're going to talk about Alpine's new IVE-W555BT, new multimedia in-dash 6.1-inch receiver. Yeah, okay, cool. Stay tuned. Alright, so let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside our magic box of Alpine goodness, shall we?
it's really a surprise.
It is. It's going to be a surprise. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have the power plug.
Cable de corriente.
In this particular case, we have all the preamps on the preamp level outputs on their own dedicated plug. Let's go ahead and get that out of the bag. Oh, don't lose that. Get that out of the bag. You go ahead and do your thing.
Ok, so tenemos salidas de video.
What the hell was that? Bluetooth microphone.
Micrófono.
Bag of screws.
Tornillos.
USB extension.
La extensión del USB.
We do have an owner's manual, an abbreviated owner's manual, because it's Alpine. They're not giving you the whole thing. If you do want the whole thing, it's on this cool little disc right here that you have to put in your computer and read. It's a PDF, not a cool movie.
Ok, eso te dan el preview del manual, pero si quieres leer el manual completo está en este CD, so ponlo en tu computadora.
Manuel doesn't read.
Yeah, he does.
He's told me he doesn't read. He always calls and asks me questions. Hey man, what do you see? Anyways, alright, so we're going to start with taking a look at the back of this thing. Hot damn. Alright. Shouldn't say that. The other guy says that.
Exactly.
Yeah, alright. Cool. We'll go with cool, because I'm old. We can say cool. Alright, power them up. Let's take a look at it, shall we? I know. Okay. Awesome. Alright, so right here we have the power plug input.
So tenemos la entrada de la conexión de corriente.
And this big old cave right here is for the one and only USB input.
So en esta parte de aquí tenemos la entrada del USB.
This obnoxious piece right here that keeps getting in the way is the antenna adapter.
Esta es la entrada de la antena.
This is where that AV input plugs in.
Esta es la conexión de todas las funciones de video, de audio y video.
And since we brought up the AV connector, now this unit does have 4 volt, so we have 6-channel 4 volt output. We have the front, the rear, and the sub. So it looks like subwoofer is blue, front is gray, and rear is purple.
Recuerden que el subwoofer es azul, la parte de enfrente es gris y la parte de atrás es
Dude, what are you trying to figure out? Purple.
Purple. Exactly. Morado.
Yeah. Morano?
Morado.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, so we have one video output as well as a camera input.
So tenemos una salida de video y obviamente la entrada de la cámara.
Awesome. Now the last 2 things we have over here is the this little guy right here is for the Bluetooth microphone.
So esta parte de aquí que está cerca de la antena es el micrófono.
And this little guy right here next to it is for the wireless steering wheel controls.
Y de la parte que está cerca del plug es la parte para las funciones del volante.
And then this little yellow guy over here, that is the auxiliary input.
Y esta es la parte del auxiliar.
Now, you can do a couple different things with that particular auxiliary input. It was designed to use with an iPod 30-pin adapter so that if you had an old iPod, you could use the USB in that to get the video out of the old iPod into the radio. Since Apple doesn't use the iPod 30-pin in 2.5 years now, chances are good you don't have one of those. So you can also use this as a 1/8-inch 4-prong to video input. They do give you, in the owner's manual, show you how to do that. You can also change the name in there from iPod to something cool like Aux in the settings, and it'll explain to you how to do that as well. So that's your one auxiliary input. You can also just plug a standard 3-pin into it, plug it into the headphone jack of a phone, and rock on. Alright, so we're going to spin this sucker around, power it up, and play with some buttons. Okay, so we've got it turned around and powered on, and the first screen that comes up is what language do you want it to set up for. This particular unit actually will handle 24 different languages for you to choose from.
24.
24, which is pretty impressive. You want to tell everyone?
Ok, so obviamente este radio tiene 24 lenguajes, so puedes escoger cualquiera que tú hables.
Well, there's at least 2 of them that know what it does now. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so we're going to pick English and we'll click OK. And boom, the radio comes up. So, and across the top here, oh hey, that was neat. You can tap it and the screen will come and appear, and we can do this guy here. Alright, and we can probably, hit the same button. Alright, pretty trick. Okay, so let's talk about this guy while we got it sitting here. It is a 6.1 inch WVGA touchscreen with LED backlight.
So este tiene 6.1 pulgadas pantalla táctil.
That was it? I was hoping you'd say more. Mine seemed like a lot more. Alright, obviously it's a double DIN. It's a CD DVD player right here.
So obviamente este es CD y DVD.
And like all Alpines, it does have a 24-bit digital to analog converter for premium sound quality and to make your music sound, that much better.
So recuerden que este tiene el 24-bit para el convertidor digital análogo para calidad de sonido de la fuente digital.
De la fuente.
De la fuente.
Alright. It also has Bluetooth for hands-free calling as well as wireless hands-free streaming.
Recuerden que este tiene Bluetooth, manos libres y obviamente la música inalámbrica.
If you hit this little button right here, this is what will take you to your phone. If you press and hold it, it'll allow you to do voice dialing. So you hold it for like 2 seconds and it'll launch your hands-free voice dialing feature. And then if you come over here to your source, we can get out of that. Click source, we'll go back. And over here's your Bluetooth audio.
It's already there.
It's already there. Hot damn. Alright, let's go back here. Let's talk a little bit more about the radio, shall we? What does it do? Well, it'll also do Pandora.
Okay, so este trabaja con Pandora.
It'll do Pandora station creation. Now, if you have an Android phone, it will do it over the air. If you have an iPhone, you do have to plug it in via the USB.
Okay, so este trabaja con el Pandora para la creación de estaciones, y si quieres conectar tu teléfono, lo tienes que hacer vía USB.
It will work with Alpine's TuneIt app, which was what it was asking us here, app connection method, as well as this is where you're going to change your auxiliary. You can change the name, set up your auxiliary and whatnot. That's all right there. And then let's get into the audio, shall we? Let's go page down. General sound. Alright. So, it's got a big sound pack. That seems to be real popular right now with Alpine this year. So what does this particular one have? Because it does work with TuneIt, it's going to have a 9-band parametric EQ.
So este tiene 9 bandas de ecualizador paramétrico.
And let's take a look at that guy. So you have your presets, which are all right here, which is kind of nice. And then if you want, you can go into Quick Sound, which is bass and treble. So this is if you don't want to get all crazy in it. It's got presets and whatnot, which is kind of nice. You can turn on Bass Engine SQ. This will add more to it. This will add the along the lines of the time correction and spaciousness that you so desire and want. You can adjust how much effect you want it to have right here. So if you basically a DSP, a digital sound processor, so it'll make it sound different. We'll just leave it at that. We can turn that off. Alright, go ahead.
Ok, so recuerden que este te da la función para que se escuche un poquito mejor y tú decides qué tipo de nivel le tienes que dar.
So here's the actual 9-band parametric EQ. We can adjust the Q, we can adjust the frequency, we can adjust the level. This is very similar to all of the Alpine EQs. They all work pretty much the same. And we'll go back here. It does have a crossover for front, rear, and sub. Right here. So we can pick it, and then we can pick the slope. Okay, we have a 612, 18, or 24 dB per octave slope for both front, rear, and sub. Change the channel here. I'll turn that on. Turn on the slope. We have rear channel. You can also make 3 presets, which is kind of nice. So you can have your, I'm going to be listening to some stupid bass music, going crazy, driving everything. You don't want to rip any things apart. Preset. You can have your, I'm listening to some wine and cheese music, so I want everything to play to its maximum potential. You get the idea. Yeah, right? Okay. Yeah. And then it also has time correction, which we can go into right here and set up a distance from where we're sitting in the car. You can do it for your subwoofer, your front, rear, obviously all channels. And of course there again you have 3 presets, which is kind of nice. And then we have car specific sound up. This is a quick setup that you can go in and basically have some place to start. So if you've got a large SUV, no, we're just going to say you got a sedan, you're driving from the left. What size speakers are in the car? Pick a 6.5. It does have a tweeter. You do have speakers in the rear deck. You do have a subwoofer. What type of fabric do you have in the car? We'll say leather. So then it's going to say, does this match your car? So is it a sedan? Is it a left-hand drive? 6.5-inch mid-bass in the front with tweeters. There's speakers in the rear deck. Oh, my bad. If this is your car, you click OK. And that'll just help all those presets sound a lot better. It'll get you going and moving along. See, now if you go into the time correction, it's already gone ahead and set up some generic time corrections for you so that you at least have somewhere to start, so you're just not, as I like to say, pissing in the wind. And then up here you have MX, which is the media expander. Tap that. What this allows you to do is, this is for compressed audio, and it says FM right now because we're on FM. It'll change depending on what source you're listening to. So for example, if you're on Bluetooth audio and you're listening to some streaming Bluetooth audio which is coming in at a lesser quality, by turning on MX it'll help to improve that sound so that it sounds more like the artist wanted it to sound, or the original recording, we'll say. You good? Okay. You have 3 levels of that, so you can, and of course you can turn it off if it just starts sounding really goofy. Awesome. And you can turn it all off if you really want to. Defeat. Alright, we'll get out of there. Alright, so what else does this guy have? Are we good? You tell everyone about the crossovers and stuff like that? Oh man, I missed it. I must not have been paying attention. Now it does come with a cage and it does come with a trim. So if your car needs one of those, it's got it.
It's free. It's
free. It comes with it. Hey, it comes with bubble wrap too. Anything you got?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, if you need a simple in-dash AM FM DVD player and you're a big Alpine fan, you might want to think about the 555. Is that 35?
555, yep.
Okay. This might be for you. It might not. Now, if you're interested in Tune It and you want to see how that works, we do have a video that is just dedicated to Tune It that'll walk you through how to do it on your phone. There is a new version of Tune It, which has TTS, which is for Facebook Text-to-Speech, so you can... Yeah, Text-to-Speech, that's what TTS stands for. I know, right? Learn something new every day. That'll allow you to reply to to Facebook through the radio. Because, you know, the world stops if you don't get back to your Facebook people. I know, right? Okay. If you have any questions about this piece, please. Yeah. Feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll answer them for you at some point. And I got nothing else.
Yep. Thank you for watching. We do this twice a week.
We do this on Tuesdays as well as Thursdays. And you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah, right?
On my home? No.
Non-stop. Unacceptable. Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. How cool is that? Alright. Well, hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.